So today we are starting the concept of risk and return. So risk and return, this is part of your unit 3. Now here what we will search is, what we will understand is how to calculate return and risk on a particular asset. Fine. Now, return and risk are two concepts that is related to any security that you are going to invest in. So, everybody who is going to have the decision regarding the investment will try to understand what would be the return in that particular investment and what would be the risk that will be involved. So, first of all, the first topic that we will be going to deal will be the single asset. Risk and return. Second will be our portfolio, risk and return, and third will be beta, calculation of beta. So these three topics will be covered in different slides and different this thing. So first of all, we will start with the first one, that is single asset, risk and return. So here it is, the single asset, we are going to calculate the returns on a single asset. So what do you mean by this? So if you want to calculate the return on any asset, so what will be your first reaction, or how will you know what will be the future return on a particular asset or particular share that you are going to invest in? How will you know this? This is based on the concept of probability, hence, because you are not aware about the future. Future is uncertain, and hence you have to have the concept of probability that is associated with the returns. Now, for this reason, we will start by calculation of expected returns. The word expected is added to this because you are expecting the return in future. This probability is associated with it, and hence you are expecting the returns in future, and hence it is not the actual return but the expected return. The short form is E bracket R. This is how you write down expected return. Now once you have known the concept of expected return, next is how will you calculate it. So I am taking an example here. Say for example, you have bought some asset, and this is the expectation that next year or next time period it might be boom, or it could be normal, or it could be recession. So these are the three different scenarios. So if it is a normal, so it is a possibility that being a normal scenario, the possibility is say 0.5. This is the probabilities that I am marking down. So it is being a normal scenario, probability is 0.5. Being a boom will be say probability 0.3, and being a recession is probability 0.2. You can note that addition of all the probabilities will always be 1. Fine. So boom, normal, recession, this is the probabilities of happening of boom, this is the probability of happening of normal, this is the probability of happening of a recession. Now my point is, now if for example I have also have the returns, associated returns with it. Say for example, if it is a normal scenario, then my return would be 10. If it is a boom scenario, my return would be 20, and if it is recession, means less, it could be 5. Now this all is my calculation. I think that it could be boom, it could be normal, or it could be recession. Probabilities of it is also defined by me, and this return is my expectation. Fine. Now how will I calculate the expected return? Now expected return formula is sigma pi xi. That means what? Pi means the probabilities, Xi means this return. Fine. And sigma means the summation. Now how will I do it? I will find out Pi Xi. This is my Xi. This is Pi Xi new column. I'm calling it. Now Pi into Xi. So 0.3 into 20. So this is 0.2 into 20 is 6. 0.5 into 10 is 5. 0.2 into 5 is 1. Fine. And I calculate the total of this. 6, 5, 11, 12. And this is my expected return. 12. So what do you mean by 12? So this answer tells you what? This tells you if you have certain asset with an expectation of return of 20, 10 or 5 under different scenarios, you will have an expected return of 12 at the end. Expected return is a single figure that gives you the situation. If the situation changes and if it is boom or if it is normal or if it is recession, then what would be your expected return out of it, out of that particular asset.